You know, in the huge crowded world of online shopping, just getting a customer to click buy once is tough. But getting them to come back again and again, well, that is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? So today, let's try to crack the code on what really truly drives loyalty in the digital world.
And I mean, really, just take a second and think about it. For you, what is it? Is it a really smart, personalized recommendation that just pops up? Is it a glowing review from a total stranger? Or is it just a super smooth, no-hassle checkout process? We're about to see what the data actually says.
Now, the official term for all of this is e-loyalty. And it's not just about getting people to buy from you again, it's about turning a customer into a fan, someone who will go out and tell their friends about you. For any online business, that is the absolute holy grail.
Okay, so how do we figure out what actually works? Well, we're going to follow the evidence. Our guide for this is a fascinating academic study that basically put online loyalty right under the microscope.
I want you to think of this research paper as our case file. The researchers, they're the detectives, and they've been gathering clues from hundreds and hundreds of shoppers to try and figure out the real secrets behind why we shop the way we do online.
So, how did they get their clues? Well, they went out and gave a really detailed questionnaire to 765 online shoppers, asking them to rate all kinds of experiences. Then, they used this powerful statistical tool. It's called PLS-SEM, which is just a really smart way to find the most important hidden connections in all of that data. And their whole investigation, it really zeroed in on these three main suspects, the key factors they thought were responsible for creating e-loyalty. You've got the personal touch, the social buzz, and of course, the seamless experience. Let's break each one down.
All right, so let's start digging into the evidence. We're going to look at each of these three crucial ingredients, one by one.
First up is what the researchers call e-CRM. The best way to think about this is, it's like the digital version of your favorite corner store owner who knows your name and always remembers what you like to buy. It's all about creating that personal connection, but online. So what e-CRM really does is use technology to make a huge, faceless online store feel kind of small and personal. It's all about using the data you provide to better understand you, the customer. And you see this in action all the time. You know that recommended for you section? That's e-CRM. Or when you get an email with a special discount on something you were just looking at? Yep, that's e-CRM too. It's all designed to make you feel like they get you. Okay, our second ingredient is something called e-WOM, or electronic word of mouth. This is basically the modern-day grapevine, all that digital chatter happening around us all the time. And believe me, it has a massive impact on what we decide to buy. At its core, e-WOM is just what other people, real, everyday people, are saying about a product or a company online. It's the digital version of your friend leaning over and saying, "Hey, you have got to try this."
And it is absolutely everywhere. We're talking TikTok reviews, unboxing videos on YouTube, comments on a forum, you name it. And the reason it's so powerful is that we tend to trust these voices way more than we trust a slick, polished advertisement, because they just feel more real.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe most important ingredient, e-service quality. This one is really all about the how. How easy, how safe, and how reliable is it to actually use the website or the app? So e-service quality is pretty much your overall judgment of the experience. Did the website load fast? Was the checkout process a breeze? Did the company actually deliver on what they promised? It's all about the basic mechanics of the whole transaction.
Honestly, this is where the rubber really meets the road. I mean, if a website is clunky or it's slow or it just feels a little sketchy, it doesn't really matter how great the products are, right? A smooth, hassle-free experience is pretty much non-negotiable for most of us these days.
Okay, so we've looked at the evidence for all three of our main suspects. Now it's time for the big reveal. Let's see what the detectives discovered, the final verdict. We know all three of these ingredients are important, but did one of them have a bigger impact than the others? Did that personal touch end up beating out all those 5-star reviews? And here are the results. The data shows a really clear pecking order. While that personal touch from e-CRM, it did have a moderate effect, both e-WOM and e-service quality had a strong impact on loyalty. In fact, that seamless experience, the e-service quality, was the single most powerful factor of them all. But check this out. Together, these three ingredients explained a whopping 74.6% of customer e-loyalty. I mean, that's just a massive finding. It tells us that this isn't guesswork anymore. These three things, they are the core of the e-loyalty code. So, the verdict is in. The study confirmed it. e-CRM, e-WOM, and e-service quality all have a direct, positive, and really significant link to making us customers click buy again. The code has officially been cracked.
But what does all of this actually mean for us in the real world? Let's quickly break down the big takeaways, both for businesses and for us as shoppers.
For any online business out there, the message is crystal clear. First, you have to nail the basics. Make your website fast, make it secure, make it dead simple to use. Then, build trust by encouraging and actually listening to your customer reviews. And finally, use personalization to make your customers feel like you see them. If you do that, you're not just competing on price anymore. You're building real, lasting relationships.
And that leaves us with one final thought. As technology gets better and better, perfect service and an endless sea of reviews might just become the standard for everyone. So what's going to be the next frontier? What's going to separate the brands that we actually love from the ones we just use? Something to think about the next time you click buy.